Hello. Welcome to Everything Fact. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button.
The 1918 flu pandemic, also known as Spanish flu, was a deadly influenza pandemic that infected 500 million people around the world, including one-third of the global population. It's estimated that 50 to 100 million people died from the flu. In this video, we are going to talk about the timeline of the 1918 flu pandemic. We will be covering when it started, how long it lasted, and what it did to the world. I'll also talk about why this virus was so different from other flu viruses. The pandemic occurred in 3 waves, though not simultaneously around the globe. In the Northern Hemisphere, the first wave originated in the spring of 1918, during World War I. Although it remains uncertain where the virus first emerged, the earliest cases in the United States were detected in March among military personnel stationed at Camp Funston in Fort Riley, Kansas. The movement of troops probably helped spread the virus throughout the U.S. and Europe during the late spring. By summer, the virus had reached parts of Russia, Africa, Asia, and New Zealand. This first wave was comparatively mild and had begun to die down in some areas, but a second, more lethal wave began about August or September 1918. During this wave, pneumonia often developed quickly, with patients usually dying just 2 days after experiencing the first symptoms of the flu. As social distancing measures were enforced, the second wave began to die down toward the end of November. Once those measures were relaxed, however, a third wave began in the winter and early spring of 1919. Though not as deadly as the second wave, the third wave still claimed a large number of lives. By summer, the virus had run its course in many parts of the world, but some historians suggest that there was a fourth wave in winter 1920, though it was far less virulent. The Spanish flu was the most severe pandemic of the 20th century, and in terms of total numbers of deaths, among the most devastating in human history. Outbreaks occurred in every inhabited part of the world, including islands in the South Pacific. The second and third waves claimed the most lives, with about half the deaths occurring among 20 to 40-year-olds, an unusual mortality age pattern for influenza. India is believed to have suffered at least 12.5 million deaths during the pandemic, and in the United States, about 550,000 people died. Some scholars think the total number could be even higher.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button.